Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. Okay, so tonight I'm going to do another Neek's Hot Topic video. This week on Neek's Hot Topic, the question is, can you be pro-black and date outside your race? There has been a lot of commotion surrounding Childish Gambino's This Is America video. There has been a lot of confusion. He dropped a video with a lot of symbolism, and it was a lot of thought-provoking messages. But people seem to have a problem with him displaying these type of woke messages, being that he is not with a black woman. He has children by a white woman. There are several videos and several posts on my Facebook page that I have been coming across, and I want to come to YouTube and bring them to you guys, to bring you guys in on the conversation and see what you guys think about it. Okay, so the first video that I'm going to share with you guys is a man who just kind of has a problem with this whole pro-black dating outside your race thing. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to come back and then engage more into this whole Facebook conversation. Here it goes.
This is America. This is America.
This is America, where the most pro-black men marry white women. Who knew Donald was talking about a red bone Rebecca? Mbaku got him a Sarah Lee. Honestly, I don't knock it. Do you? Because it's not like he's a black leader of a black movement. Which if he was, he'd have to be the assistant advisor. Because being married to a white woman would be a conflict of interest in that aspect. You know how many black folks would have walked out on Farrakhan, Martin, and Malcolm X if they showed up with a Mildred or a Gertrude to the protest?
No woman that lasts as a white woman can really identify with me and my feelings and the way I act and the way I talk and socialize and talk to me like my American black woman.
So then we have another Facebook post, which is the polar opposite of that post. It's somebody kind of counter reacting to this type of narrative, this type of reaction. A guy on Facebook, he posted, I guess it was a meme. Somebody took to Instagram to share a picture of Childish Gambino and his pregnant girlfriend, baby mama, wife. I don't know the title of their relationship, but somebody posted a picture of him and the mother of his children. And they said, "This is America. As a black woman in America, I just want to know why these woke men don't date black women. Comment below." So then a guy on Facebook decided to reply to this whole post. He said multiple times he tried being with black women his whole life. They shunned him for his nerdiness, and his blackness was never accepted. I often hear black women say that's an excuse because there's plenty of nerdy black women, which may be true to an extent, but those kind of ladies are unicorns, especially attractive ones. I'm sorry, sisters, but due to the dating culture in our community, this is the result of the acceptance and treatment of your black men that don't fit the mold of what society deems sexy. Face facts. Most sisters pretend to like the DBZ, anime, video games, and comic books, Linkin Park, etc., and not genuinely. This topic have been on my feed all day, and I've yet to see the sisters take responsibility for how your kings are treated that don't fit the trap, God, baller, gangster, woke, corporate, cutthroat, loving, big dick family man we need to emulate just to stand a chance in the black dating game. Face it, sis, y'all see a black man who sold out. We see black women who lost out. Okay, so another post, it pretty much said, before everyone start talking about how great of an artist Childish Gambino is and how woke he is, remember this. And in the picture, it shows him and his family with his white woman and their children. And then a person replied to that and they said, let's be honest, black women are not attracted to the weird black guy. If you're different in any way, you're gay or weird. So people need to stop acting surprised when they're with an opposite race, because true enough, we wouldn't be attracted to them until they're famous. Dating outside your race doesn't make you less woke. So, there are all kind of different perspectives around this whole narrative.
There are also clips surfacing around the web where he said that he wouldn't marry a white woman because he would want somebody that, seen the world the way he's seen the world. I'm going to play those clips for you, and then I'm going to get back into this whole Facebook discussion so I can see what you guys think of what's going on around the web.
Honestly, I don't think I could marry like a white woman. Like, I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so. Because I need someone racist like me. In general, I need somebody to see the world the way I need to come home and be like, yo, like, because a white woman in general is not gonna see that. She's not gonna understand. Like,
No woman, at last is a white woman, can really identify with me and my feelings and the way I act and the way I talk and socialize and talk to me like my American black woman.
right now, our generation, like me, like I know what I'm fighting for real, and I'm fighting for our to quantify our worth. Like when they shoot us in the streets, basically they're saying like you're not worth anything. It's like, and we have data, 400 years of data. We see what happens every time. So I'm here just being like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do. I'm gonna say this on Twitter. Black Twitter can get mad. White people can get mad.
Okay, and just to clarify, this interview took place in 2014, some time ago. So pretty much the first part of it, which I showed you guys, was him saying that he couldn't marry a white woman. And pretty much him saying that he doesn't feel like, you know, they would be able to relate to his struggles, and he wants to have somebody who can relate to the things that he goes through. Then there was comments that he made on social media talking about how he wants to be big and white. And then in the second clip that I showed you guys of him was him pretty much saying that he believes that white represents a blank slate, that, you know, it represents like something that it doesn't have a negative connotation as black people. Not necessarily saying that he doesn't want to be black, but he wants black to elevate to that level. Anyways, now let me get back into this Neek's hot topic on what I discovered on social media after the video of This Is America dropped and the things that people had to say.
Okay, so another post that I want to talk to you guys about is a post that one of my Facebook friends, they posted. It says, all y'all black leaders, Kanye West, Danny Glover / Childish Gambino, have non-black wives, LOL. What's the connection? So in this whole comment thread, things kind of got pretty intense and people shared a lot of their opinions on the matter. One person said, right, hell, besides Barack Obama, Denzel Washington, Dwayne Wade, and Jay-Z, there are not many black male celebrities, professional athletes, or prominent public figures that marry and or date black women. Why? Because we have been painted out to be the lowest on the totem pole, and white and non-black women are placed on a pedestal, especially by black men. And I can somewhat agree to this comment. Black women are kind of painted to be ratchet and ghetto and not very desirable. And what she's saying is true, that people outside of our race are painted to be, you know, more interesting, more intriguing. For me, what I get from this and what I can kind of use as an example is Danielle Bregoli, the whole Cash Me Outside girl. Her ways are very ratchet, very ghetto, very like undesirable. But if a black person did it, they'd be ghetto and they'd be like, you know, not looked at and thrown away. But if a white person does it, you know, they're glorified, it's glamorous, they reach success, they get record deals, they get all kind of, you know, fame and recognition off of taking something that if a black woman did it, she would be considered the lowest of the totem pole. But if a white person did it, she's desirable, she's interesting, she's, you know, she's getting all these deals and things like that that a black woman wouldn't get. So I kind of get what she means, and I kind of get her perspective on that. So I'm going to dig in some of the replies to her comment. And if you forgot what she said, I'm going to read it one more time. She pretty much said, black women have been painted out to be the lowest on the totem pole, and white and non-black women are placed on a pedestal, especially by black men. So let me go into the comments on what people said in reply to that. So one person said, I hate to generalize about my Black queens, but some have to self-evaluate why they may not have a man, and not just look to a Black successful man with a white woman and reduce their relationship to something that helps her sleep better at night. There are a plethora of reasons as to why people end up with who they do. But to reduce it, some Black/white narrative is a generalization that diminishes relationships that we have no insight into. But to the topic of being pro-Black isn't anti-whiteness. That's the pedagogy. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know that word. You know, some of these words, I don't know, but that's the pedagogy of the oppressor, not Blacks. We are capable of loving ourselves and others. Okay, so the girl wasn't kind of having that reply, and she replied back and she's like, you just told me on the other post that I made a gross generalization, then turned around and made quite a few yourself. It's a huge misconception that just Black women don't have men. There are many single women of all races, ethnicities, and cultures. So if a Black woman needs to do some self-evaluation, so do all the other non-Black single women. Also, what exactly do Black women reduce their Black male, non-Black female relationships to? And how exactly does that make us sleep better at night? Not once did I state, imply, or even insinuate that being pro-Black means being anti-white. Save that explanation for the alt-right white supremacist group. Black people don't need to be taught to love others. That's something Blacks have been doing all too well since the beginning of time, and even more since the beginning of slavery. We need to be taught to love ourselves, as history reveals that Blacks have been mentally fucked into hating ourselves and hating Black women and loving, praising, and yearning for assimilation and acceptance from our oppressor. She know what she talking about, okay? Okay, so that's what they had to say on the topic. And again, to refresh your memory, the question was, all y'all Black leaders, Kanye West, Danny Glover / Childish Gambino, have non-Black wives. What's the connection? So that's what they were replying to when the woman said that, you know, we have pretty much been painted to be the bottom of the barrel, and other people outside of our race are painted to be more glamorous, more superior, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so another person, their reply was, this subject is complicated and very layered. I'm not going to knock anyone who finds true love with anyone, but to say you're pro-Black and marry non-Black, your economic resources are being funneled back into non-Black communities, which looks counterproductive to your pro-Black stance, but hey, love who you love, no shade intended. Okay, so let me elaborate on what this person pretty much means. Basically, take for instance a successful NBA, NFL, any successful Black male, whether he be an attorney, whatever on whatever caliber of success that he is. This very successful person dates a person that's outside of their race, whether it be a white person or whatever. They date this person, and then let's say, for instance, they end up passing away or, you know, getting a divorce or whatever. Their assets then go to their non-Black partner, and this non-Black partner now has all of this money and wealth that goes and funnels into their community and not into the Black community. So that's pretty much what they mean by this subject is complicated. Your economic resources are being funneled back into non-Black communities, which is counterproductive, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much what they're saying right there. Okay, so when it comes down to can you be pro-Black and date outside your race, there are several different opinions and thoughts and answers to the question. There are people who believe if you are pro-Black and you are for the betterment and advancement of your people, there is no possible way that you can date outside your race. Your goal and your mission should be to uplift the Black home, to further the Black culture. If you are for the betterment of your people, then you're going to date within your race. You're going to have a Black wife. You're going to have Black babies, and you're going to further the Black culture on and on and on. And then there are people who believe if you fall in love with somebody who happens to be from another race, that does not mean that you're anti-Black. That just means that you fell in love with somebody that you simply loved, and it doesn't matter what race they are. Then there are people even on the flip side of that who think that you being pro-Black and dating outside your race is only a cover of the guilt and the self-hate that you possibly have within yourself. There are so many layers to this topic, and I'd be talking to you guys all night about all the different opinions, perspectives, and views on the subject. I just kind of wanted to bring to you guys a couple of things that I came across, share a couple of things with you guys, and see what you guys thought about it. Let's talk about it in the comments. I want to see what you guys think about this subject. If you think that you can be pro-Black and date outside your race, if you agree or disagree. I want to hear both sides of the conversation, as I've showed you both sides of the conversation in this video. Let's talk about it right now. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more celebrity news and gossip and Neek's Hot Topics. But in order to do that, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button right now. In addition to hitting that like and subscribe button, I want you to also hit that notification bell so you're notified when I post these videos. Because just simply subscribing to my channel doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be notified when I post these videos. So be a part of my notification gang and, hit that notification bell. And lastly, check out the links in my description because it has the links to my other social media. I have a Facebook, I have an Instagram, and I want to talk to y'all on my other platforms. All right, guys, peace.